God is good all the time. Welcome, friends, to 3 Minutes with Father Al. St. Paul says in the letter to the Romans, "We know that all creation is groaning in labor pains, even until now. And not only that, but we ourselves, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, we also groan within ourselves as we wait for the redemption of our bodies." To me, this is one of the great metaphors in the writings of St. Paul. The wisdom journey is very similar to a pregnancy. The Catholic faith really is all about a wisdom journey. Sometimes we might have an initial conversion experience that's very uplifting and enthusiastic, but after a while, the fires dwindle a bit, and we're called to move beyond surface enthusiasm to a deeper understanding of God, the wisdom journey. And indeed, the wisdom journey, like a pregnancy, is not necessarily easy. It begins with an embryo, and then initially there's morning sickness, because as we become aware of our lack of wisdom, meaning life without God, we might become disoriented, a little sick. And then as the embryo begins to grow, our body changes. Maybe we get a little bit bloated, or maybe we feel a little more tired than usual. Nevertheless, through that whole process, there is this hopeful expectancy of new life. And my friends, it takes a lot of courage to enter into this wisdom quest. Nevertheless, that's the reason why we are alive, to become wise in the things of God. And the things of God may seem foolish to others, but there comes a point in our conversion process when we know that God is everything. And that awareness that God is everything begins to radically reorient everything in our lives. And I'd like us to help each other grow in Christian wisdom. Simply put, Christian wisdom is love. It's very interesting that the great philosopher Socrates described a teacher as a midwife, a person who helps others give birth to wisdom. And in our community, we have midwives, and we have people who've just received the embryo of wisdom, and we have people at every other stage of that pregnancy. And God calls us to accompany each other so that as we groan together, we can gradually give birth again to Jesus Christ, who is the very personhood of wisdom. And that's why Mary, the Mother of God, is so important. Her pregnancy is really a metaphor of the Christian life. Saying yes to the will of God, and then giving birth to light, the light of the world. Let us midwife ourselves well. God bless you, and see you in church.